You're feeling, you're liking different type of people. You're not liking the same people you liked 2 years ago, a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? You like different people now. You're into different things now. You're involving yourself into different. You're feeling like you want to expand now. You don't want your spirit trapped anymore. You even looking at the people that you once was, even currently probably still around right now. Like, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I might can still mix and mingle, but my spirit feel like I need to expand in some way, shape, or form. I feel like I might need to do something else or get around some other people or get a relationship or try a new talent, a gift. Like, it don't even matter. You're going to be in some type of energy that's making you feel like you need to transform right now. And be careful that it don't go too far. Because if you on a, shout to Abby, baby. Because if you're on a polar shift, it's St. Cosmo. If you're too far on a shift, right, you're going to be facing that energy and directing it towards the wrong individuals right now. And then for the most part, here's the thing. As a spirit, we take ourselves to these places. Take ourselves to a very dark place or a very light place as a being. And each of those spaces, we created states of awarenesses. And we get help from the external world, spirits that's out there. That did that before us, and spirits that want to do that and come through us to be born here. And then we do that with ourselves. Teamwork makes the dream work. So when we go to certain spaces, we develop, we get aware of where we're at. Then we develop a mind there. Then we start to think and feel. Now, when you do that in a very low and dark place, you start to be amongst demons. And if you go far enough and shake enough hands with enough demons, you will meet the motherfucking devil. Now, here's the thing. Internally, you meet that motherfucker spirit that created that shape and form that we was once all in when we was all just in that vehicle. Remember, always keep this in mind. When we all was creating the eyeball, this is every like knowledge and wisdom about Lemuria and ancient Atlantis and all that shit. Y'all ever, even going back to that spirit channel, what they call that, spirit science, when they was talking about how the Martians came here and stuff like that, they ain't had no other way, and how it was creating vortex. They ain't had no other way to talk about it but this way, because it's kind of, we all got our own perspective, but this is kind of what we doing. Thank you so much for the donation. Seeing everyone around me and so much shit manifested themselves. Right. You could put this to the test right now. Get a desire, something that you really want to do, right? You could be a dude that want to play a video game. You could be a female who get a new hair product or get a new flat comb or something like that, right? Hot comb. Now, or flat iron, right? That flat comb's outdated. Don't do that no more. Now, let's check this out, right? Now, just get invested into it. That's something normal, but you can put it to the test right now and like be like, I really need that tomorrow, or I really need that the next day. Slowly but surely, let's say you put a lot of energy work into that, a lot of seconds, a lot of minutes, a lot of hours throughout the day. Like, you only dish off a little bit throughout the day to pay attention to a song, a movie, a show, a conversation, your job that day. Thank you so much for the donation, L7 Beloved. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Better believe it. Now look, now look, once you put a lot of energy in that, right? It's going to be certain situations where you get it, shout to MJ, that you involve yourself in, right? Where you can't see nothing else but that. You won't be able to see nothing else but that. You might actually think you're looking at a person. You might actually think their mouth is moving. But before you know it, you miss half of the conversation and shit like that, because the only thing you seen with your internal light was that flat iron, if you're a female, I'm just making an example, or that video game that just came out, if you're a dude, right? Now I'm just making an example. It can be anything, right? And for the most part, that's an example right there of when you fixate a mind. Everybody could be aware of flat irons. Everybody could be aware of video games. But you was the one who fixated a mind on that fixated one, right? So now all your thoughts and feelings throughout the day go towards that, where another person is aware of that too, but they ain't fixate no mind there. So they ain't sitting there thinking and feeling on how to fixate their own way of going about it all day. Shout out to Miss Rebel Jewel, right? So for the most part, that's an example right there of what all you can see is that thing, right? Now, when you take yourself into a low place and start shaking hands with demons, aka ideas and thought spirits that created shapes and forms, ideas and thoughts that can help you get a desire and take a shortcut or monetary gain, this is you shaking hands with demons. If you don't know how to play that game, you will get a lot of blood on your hands. Now, and if you play dirty enough and don't know how to get out, you will meet the motherfucking devil. And you will be in fear and scared for your life. And like Crunchy Black said, it come as the people, places, and things that is in your favor in some way, shape, or form. And it's going to be the utmost like you just got successful. Remember, shaking your head with demons is you thinking you getting monetary gain. Y'all know when y'all be sitting back and wanting something, and then y'all develop a thought of how to go about it. You develop a feeling on how it would feel if you get it. But when you look at it, it'd be some flunked out shit, some narcissistic shit, some shit that's some egotistical, all the way down to the point y'all think y'all own a person. You see what I'm saying? So all of this is like demons. So when y'all get deep into this, let's say you already a celebrity, you already dealing with, or you a popular preacher or something like that. So you already in religion, entertainment, education, politics, or government. So JFK, all this kind, you already about to be super flunked out in some way, shape, or form, right? So you just shook so many hands with so many demons, you getting ready to go to the main office. You getting ready to go to the White House. It's really the dark house. You know what I'm saying? Now you about to go to the White House, aka the dark house. Now when you go there, it's gonna be like something that you finally was successful, but you shook so you cut so many corners. Oh, you didn't strive and gave yourself and showed your own spirit, be naked, like, oh, I don't give a fuck. If it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. You was the motherfucker was like, oh, I had to do what I had to do. Oh, I had to cut that corner. Oh, I had to cut that person. Oh, I had to break that person heart. Yeah, you was that person. Yeah, that sacrifice energy. The shadow government, the Jews, they mixed it all in they shit. They mixed all the spells in they shit. So when you in that mind frame, oh, you playing a dirty game. You playing a dirty game. You got to be that motherfucker like, oh, shit, I'm going to show my naked spirit. They like it, they like it, they don't, and I'm not going to do nothing that go against my morality. You better either get on my level or I ain't got no level, bitch. You know what I'm saying? If you like, oh, nah, I'll go ahead and lower down to this level because, hey, the money there. Or I'm going to go ahead and show up for this commercial because, hey, I don't want to lose these people. Or I'm going to go, oh, yeah, you thought that too. All those mind frames is sacrificial shit. So you playing the sacrificial lamb ritual and spell if you know how to read the fucking Bible. Y'all too lost in Mark, Luke, and John, and Matthew, Tom, Dick, and Harry, and don't know the actuality of Bibles and shit like that, and Gnostic texts and shit like that, to the point that these are spells you could practice on your motherfucker self, and all this GDs, Vice Lords, Bloods, Crips, all that motherfucker shit. Even when y'all in the gang throwing up blood and shit like that. Do y'all know what the fuck that is? Do you know how much shit y'all manifesting when y'all all come together? Teamwork makes the dream work. And y'all talk about blood killer, crip killer, and shit. And y'all throwing that up and shit. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be attracting. Then y'all want to change y'all life and wonder why y'all still got ghosts and demons chasing y'all mucky asses. Shade bird asses. You want to switch countries, and I don't care. You could go to 7 countries away and still end up in an explosion. Die the same way you would have died in your neighborhood. This shit is deep. Y'all got to be careful what the fuck y'all be playing with out here. And I'm not telling nobody to stop game banging because I know a lot of people done died over shit and things of that nature. But I'm just speaking about it from a virtue and principle of what these Masons got y'all in as far as these words. So you can know what you're dealing with. Where you could just be shorty who just jumped off the porch and you ain't put in no work. And boom, wrong place, wrong time. You're gone. You see what I'm saying? Just because what you attached yourself to. So your mind, you had a mind and that awareness. And where the mind go, the body go. And you was on the passenger side. You was in the whip. And you ain't even have enough time to put in no work. Just because of the ritual or spell you was practicing. Boom, you're gone. 14 years old. You see what I'm saying? So it don't make no motherfucking sense. So I'm just putting y'all on no game. I'm not disrespecting no game. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling y'all what the we in. All the way down to entertainment, politics, religion, education. These fucking professors, college professors, they don't know no better. They get all their curriculum from these Jesuits and shit like that. And politics. These puppets don't know they puppets. They all go to the Bohemian Grove. They don't really be knowing what they worshiping. They be worshiping some group of motherfuckers in the UN who be really worshiping a group of little Yoda looking motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? That's what you really need to know. These little presidents and shit like that, they practicing ceremonies based upon how their religions are set up. Presbyterians and all this motherfucker shitism and all. Jesuits, they got them all set up in programs. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So going back to country motherfucker black, seeing a motherfucker devil, you seen the devil, everybody seen the motherfucker devil. Now you got to shake enough hands with the demons first, because a lot of times a demon will get you. If you're weak enough, a demon will get you. See what I'm saying? But if you're strong enough, you'll meet the fucking devil, because the devil will look at you like, oh shit, I can use you. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about killing. You don't care about sacrificing. You care about my name I like, God. I like that name. So you care about that, everything that name is on, more than people around you. In God we trust. If it's on money, you care about that more than people around you. If God is being said in that church, you care about that more than people around you. If God have you being secure to yourself and only caring about yourself, and when people start to feel like they need you too much, you can use this as an excuse to get away from them and create fake mental issues and stuff like that, which is just a celebrity excuse to be, because they're tired of being around people 24/7. Then boom, go ahead and throw that up, throw that holy up, throw that shit up right now. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you in the office right now, I'm gonna need you to do that for many other people in your life. I'm gonna need you to influence other people to sacrifice to me. I'm gonna need you to go influence other people to make them feel like they can make as much money as you. I'm gonna need you to go influence a lot more other people to be like, fuck your family, fuck your next door neighbor, fuck your soul group. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you and whoever's in your corner at the second. I'm gonna need you to go influence more people to make them feel like that the world that you need to set. And then once you get to it, boom, you about to see the devil. The devil gonna start looking like people that talk like this around you. You gotta start manifesting people that talk like this. Yeah, I can help you get over here in this area. You ain't never gotta worry about them no more. Yeah, I can help you get in this position in this job. You ain't gotta never worry about the scavengers or the crabs in the bucket anymore. Yeah, I can help you get over here, and then boom, that's the devil right there. You get ready to create a catastrophic moment in your monkey ass, right? And here's the motherfucking thing, right? When you can't see nothing else but that, when you die in that state, because see, here's the thing, this is the untold truth. This is what the devil don't tell you. This is what the motherfucking devil don't tell you. There's no end to that. There's no situation where you can sit back and relax and be like, damn, I'm satisfied the thing I got. No, you gotta work, even to the point that you ain't corporeal anymore. Your spirit get trapped, and you constantly gotta work for that desire. So y'all got to be careful with going extreme. So I told y'all, you could do this awake, alive, have a desire, and just act like you care about it, and you can't see nothing else. Probably can't even hear every word that's coming out of my mouth. Now, think about the situation. When you go deep into that, shaking up hands with demons and shit, you manifest these situations, aka situations that you have to protect what these demons helped you get. Because they come to you with like monetary gain and shortcut. But it come with stress. This is why people with money never satisfied, or never feel secure, or never feel actually happy, because of all the things that they got to go through to protect the bag, to protect the brand. So now you up in hula hoops manifesting all this shit that this demon bringing you. All this shit that these demons bring you from their problems and shit like that, right? To the point that you can't see nothing else. You start to see the world crazy and shit like that, right? And all the shit that you manifesting. Let's say you go so motherfucking far, you meet the motherfucking devil, right? And then you manifest a situation where your life get took. Now look, I done told you, when you awake, you can't see nothing else. Now think about when you die. You always gonna be aware. Now think about how you get killed, especially gunfire. You get killed in danger and fear. You don't get killed comfortable, natural selection, or accident, something fast. You get killed in the vibration of fear, or in the vibration of being attacked by other spirits that's in bodies and shit like that. You know what's going on after you get out of this shell? Now I just showed y'all monkey asses a shade bird an example of being awake. You think it ain't about to be that shit extreme? After, when you can't use the vehicle, and this shit happens so fast, you don't even know that you still in the mind. You don't even know that you dead yet. So it's like a dream. So the dream that you just manifested is like a nightmare times 10. You and things for the and I just told y'all, when you in there, shit, 2 minutes being awake down here is like eons there. You could have a good ass imagination like shit and be at work. Time fly at work. You be like, damn, where did time go? Can I get back to that thought? Can I have that conversation with that person next time I go to work? And shit like that, right? So that's with your mind. So just think about just 2 minutes after you die in a state like that. Woo! Man, you probably waking up every day, all kind of flames around you, seeing the devil for real. For real. This ain't no motherfucking joke. We can't be in no fucking happy shit like, you know what I'm saying, be talking about we on demon time and all that. I mean, we can say that endurement and we gods as endurement and shit like that, but I'm talking about how deep people get, right? Where motherfuckers get super deep and they done killed motherfuckers and cuss motherfuckers out and done wrong and shit like that. We can't sit here and be like, as soon as they die, they're in heaven. You can't do that. You don't make no sense after that then. That's almost like religious person awake. They can just do anything in the world. Oh, since they in the Christianity, all they got to do is repent. No, hell no. Life ain't that easy. Otherwise, you wouldn't wake up in turmoil every day while you alive. And don't say, oh, because atheists like to say when you die, the mind is shut off and shit like that because they too attached to the fucking brain. No, you always go be aware. Say you was aware. You was aware in your mother and father's mind. They was aware of something. So as a spirit, you was aware to go into that light. So you was aware to want that nipple. You was aware to come through your daddy's nutsack. You was aware to come through your mother's stomach. And you was aware to start crying. So motherfucker, you aware of your dreams. So motherfucker, when you die, who said your awareness stopped? Your awareness ain't start when you got here. So who said it's gonna start and stop when you leave? You just more aware now. See what I'm saying? So you didn't develop your awareness so big. And if you was lost in the world based upon these Jews created and shit like that, and you shook enough hands with the devil, you shook enough hands with these demons, they gonna introduce you to the devil. And the devils, you think you all might and mighty, untouchable, but you did all these sacrifices. See, where the mind go, the body go. First, you gotta sacrifice thought forms. Man, fuck that person. Fuck that family member. Man, this person hits me. This person, yeah, the money is all kind of voices. And how you thinking that? Soon as you start rubbing shit with God on it, because the devil love being called God. But for the demons to be like, yeah, you could come over here, they got to see that you're into that. So the devil come in disguise. The greatest lie that the devil ever told was said it was God. This is how the Jews come at y'all. That's the greatest lie. So in order for the devil to come at you, it got to come godly. Yeah. Pearly gates. Yeah. I'm on this money. Yeah. But the only way you could come to me, get rid of this person right here. Yeah. That person probably grew with you your whole fucking life. Thank you so much for the donation, way Bob. That person is probably your fucking mama. That person is probably somebody who was reaching their hands out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is deep. It start there. Shit that you don't care about because you got Birdman hands rubbing right now. So it's like the shit you bypassing. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for the donation. You said, so how we get out of purgatory once I'm gonna get into that. Because I still gotta break down the full moon. But all this is relative. Because it don't seem like a celebrity can make it past the full moon. Every fucking full moon, a celebrity die. This shit don't make no fucking sense. I'm tired of this shit. But like, listen. All we gotta look, for the most part, with your mind on, right? It reproduced that shit. So when you in a devilish motherfucking space, right? When you start to reproduce a lot of thoughts and feelings is the female demons, Jezebels and shit like that. They suck you in, make you feel good. And then the demons is the masculine spirits and shit like that, right? That's all the thoughts down there. So they give you ideas, right? They give you ideas, thought forms, words to express how to sound good, to get things to go your way. And these be faces. A lot of times you know that demons because it gets you a monetary gain, but it puts you into a situation when every now and then your spirit get out of the sucking place and start controlling your spaceship, your mind again, and then it start to control the body, and then you start to look around and be like, damn, I don't want to be responsible for this. I didn't know this came with that. Let me just make a stupid example, right? A person might got a good job, but let's say they don't got no car, so they need you to take them to work. So the first thing on your mind is, oh, the money, 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 and God we trust is on the back of it. Thank you so much for the donation, Daniel Martin. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me finish this point. So if you get into it deep enough, you care about money deep enough, you will scrape change. All money ain't good money. You will scrape change in any kind of way, all the way to the point that you will make that an opportunity now. So boom, you like, all right, one of these demons and Jezebels tell you, the demon will tell you, the thought form, the masculine demon will be like, oh, there's some money right there. You care about that, right? Go get it, go get it. And then here go to Jezebel. Yeah, it'll feel good if we had that. Now it's giving you one of the ideas. You might got another demon come and be like, you can get money over there too, rob that bank. But before we go that far, right? Boom, you would take that. You would take that face, and boom, start doing it, right? Every now and all. Now a week go by, a month go by, right? You start to feel unfulfilled. $5 or $10, it sounded good last week, sounded good last month, but now you find yourself getting another demon, another Jezebel, saying, wait, what about $25? What about $20? You need to go find more people. Once you start an Uber, after a while, your spirit come out of the sunken place, take over, get back in the driver's seat, become the pilot again, and start to look around like, hold on. I don't feel like taking this monkey ass shade bird person to work every day. Man, this ain't enough money. I might as well go get a job. Or that's your spirit coming across, right? And now you're dealing with angels again, or higher entities. I like to use the word higher, aka always deal with separation. Something to separate you from a thought form or a feeling that was dragging your spirit into it. So now you're dealing with a higher thought now, or a higher feeling, a higher angel, or masculine, or a higher Lilith, or a motherfucking Sophia. So you're like, all right, I'm tired of taking this motherfucker to work. I don't want this motherfucker to work no more. That ain't enough money or whatever. And then boom, that's when you ain't shaking hands with the demon no more. But here's the motherfucking thing. If you should, let's say you did a deal and you signed the contract and you ain't look over the terms and conditions. You didn't look over the whole contract. AKA you ain't know everything that shit came with. So you just can't up and jump and quit. So you might have made such a deal with that demon to the point that you can't just up, jump, and quit. So in the third dimension, let's say you just up, jump, and quit. You breach contract. So for the most part, you ain't look over all the terms and conditions. So you about to suffer everything that come with that shit. AKA this motherfucker in the third dimension that you was taking to work might start calling you up, cussing your ass out. You might create a fucking enemy. You got blood on your hands. When you stop that, you might have this irresponsible energy around you. You might be the utmost responsible person in the world, but by you not taking what you said and your balls is your word, or your ovaries is your word to this individual, even if you're tired of it, right? But you're not expressing that. You just like creating situations and creating lies and excuses to stop it, right? That's blood on your hands, because this person don't necessarily know why. They're just making up in their own mind. Oh, this person must be tired. Or this person, whenever a person start throwing that energy up in conversations with other people, that's teamwork makes the dream work. Now you got a dark cloud from them over you and shit like that. That's blood on your hands. You know what I'm saying? And then you trying to get away with it and do other type of circumstances and situations, and boom. You can't get away with that motherfucking shit. You about to get all the shit that the demon came with. So now you got demons chasing you like, hold on, your job ain't over or whatever like that. What the fuck you on? They waving a contract in front of your face. You like, hold on, nah, I'm done with this shit. Now, for the most part, you got other situations that ain't got nothing to do with that situation in your life being flunked out and shit like that. People looking at you in ways you don't want to be looked at because you got that cloud. All the way to it manifests to like almost a cloud that could be looked at as like it's actually around you and shit like that. Because it could harbor your mind to the point that you might have an interview for a job and you can't think clear. So now the motherfucking manager ain't hire your ass because you failed the fucking interview, because in the middle of the interview, too much of that shit was on your mind. You get attacked in all kind of ways. See, that's like the demon to fuck with your ass. So for the most part, y'all got to be motherfucking careful who you fucking shaking hands with. And the shit goes internal. It's inside of you. And anytime we dealing with a full moon, this is when that shit is most charged up. Because especially if you're unfulfilled and you've been planting bad seeds. If you've been planting bad seeds, that means you got people, places, and things around you that make you feel like you ain't did enough or you ain't got enough. Or people putting pressure on you, so you feel like you got to get up and do something about something, or get up and get something so you can feel satisfied. But whatever you do, you're going to do the energy that the moon is in, because this is how you react and respond. And some of us may do it more flunked out than others, depending on if you square or opposed up to the sign that the moon is in. So the moon is in Taurus. So for the most part, if you a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, Aquarius, or goddamn Scorpio, yes, the sun sign, you're going to be flunked out during this particular time, trying to act thinking that your actions is normal. Being a Scorpio, get flunked out. Trying to express a certain feeling, get flunked out being a Leo. And trying to communicate something that's really stubborn and you think is unique, but you really just being different for the sake of being different, and cause a full moon scenario in your life, being a flunked out Aquarius. You see what I'm saying? So you got to peep motherfucking game, so you get washed up under the current, and therefore this is you shaking the hands with the demons. And then once you unfulfilled, and then you feel like you have to do something to go about it, for the most part, that's you adding water to the full moon, and then that shit is gonna tip over only in your life. Because we all got our internal weather, our internal day, our internal nighttime. And if you don't know how to correlate that shit right, this is when you have a thunderstorm or tornado. And how you create an internal thunderstorm, tornado, or hurricane and shit like that is you participating in these energies when you're supposed to sit back and be calm, cool, and collected because it's already fulfilled. The tides is already high. The vibe is already high. It don't need your vibe to add to it. You supposed to already plant a good seed, sit back and relax, already had what you was having. So these next 2.5 days, you can sit back and relax and don't got to call up nobody and bother them. Don't got to do some shit you don't want to do. Don't got to be frustrated because you already got everything situated as far as your responsibilities or your circumstances. The moment you planted bad seeds, you got somebody around you really don't want around you. You got something you got to do that you really don't want to do. You got something that you got to get up and get. And now you got to get it. And now you're going out into the exoteric waters at the wrong time. It's too chaotic out there when it's a full moon. And you can't see this kind of water because I told you water play out differently in different atmospheres. So when we talk about rainbows, aka stars, and how we see the esoteric and that realm and things of that nature, right? The water play out differently. It's lighter. So the influence is lighter. So it impact you differently. So that wave move your mind around. And your mind can get moved around into very chaotic places when the current is strong, when the vibe is high, when the tides is high. This when your mind can go and exalt. And when the mind go, the body go. And your body get exalted. And anytime your body is exalted, you get lifted out of this motherfucker. Or manifest a circumstance you really don't want to experience. And the moon is exalted today in Taurus. So for the most part, it's going to be extra excitement for pleasure, fleshly things, comfortability, security. And if you planted bad seeds, you will go out your way for these things. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace, young Dolph. He went out his way for some grandma cookies. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna get too far into that. But everybody who died, especially if you die for gunfire, we not about to sit here and act like, and this ain't got nothing to do with the religious aspect. This got something to do with where your mind at. Your mind is your hell. A mind is an awareness that don't move. And an awareness that don't move develop over time. That's a light. It bend in on itself. And it can become organs, flesh, fluid, consciousness, all kind of shit. And for the most part, when you die in a certain mind state, especially a catastrophic one like that, getting killed, that's already developing. You already was dealing with demons. So you already got thought forms and feelings where you know what's coming. You know what you did. You know what you shook hands with. Ain't nothing for no reason. Ain't nobody gonna come kill you for no reason. Even if a person don't know you and you was at the wrong place, wrong time, but what was your mind doing? That's where it counts. All the way down to kids. I hate to even say that. I stay in the hood. There's a lot of kids that burnt up in fire. Their parents was flunked out, so it was wrong place, wrong time. The kid and their spirit developed a mind based upon their parents and based upon what that spirit was already into, based upon natural selection and desires and shit like that. So, you know, we have to be careful out here. But at the same time, like I said, when you die in a certain mind state, that's where you at until you get reborn. And next time, hopefully you don't create no similar circumstance like that. And how you meet the motherfucking devil is shaking a lot of hands with the fucking demons. And shaking hands with demons is coming up with ideas and feelings that take you into monetary gain. And you know that wasn't really right. You know you wasn't supposed to put that much pressure on that individual. You know where a person's mind is at, where you know if you could take advantage, you know you wasn't supposed to go that far. You know what you did that you really didn't have to do that, but you did that for the sake of something else. All that shit add up. Especially if you a celebrity. Every second, every minute, every hour, y'all put way more energy working those rituals and spells than the average individual who got a 9-to-5 who can't even afford to put that much energy into that shit. See what I'm saying? So this is why the celebrities get flunked out way faster. Because they already shouted to Thera Lira and this motherfucking soul group. Because it gets boom, 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 boom. The impact is current. It's strong. So they can't shout to Ashley the best. So they can't help but to get washed up under the current. You see what I'm saying? Which takes us, this is a good segue, taking us into this motherfucking alignment. Sun and Scorpio. We see all the demons floating in the sky right now. We're watching a demonic movie right now. Whether it's in the shadow government, or whether it's dealing with the things that we're dealing with in our actual life personally, our flunked out thoughts and feelings, or the people that's around us at the moment. There's a demon everywhere. And if you shake enough hands with these motherfuckers, you will meet the fucking devil. And it's always play out like be careful what you ask for. It always play out like that. Shout to natural selections. It always play out like that. Be careful what you ask for. You thought you wanted that. You thought you wanted that situation. And you start to realize that was the worst thing ever in your motherfucking life you could have ever asked for or ever anticipated in. You see what I'm saying? It's all the devil's smart. Smart. And we all got a piece of that motherfucker inside us. So when you go down there and visit that motherfucker, you see him right in front of your ass externally. And one of his names is God. So if you don't understand that concept of God, don't be calling on God too much, especially if you flunked out in the Jewish concept, because it will bring stress in your life. It will bring turmoil in your life. A lot of y'all call on Jesus. Not even Jesus, it's Yahweh. As soon as you call on Jesus, you're calling on a Jewish person again. And I ain't saying necessarily call on Yahweh, but I'm giving you word and spelling concepts. You call on these things, you get everything that come with it. You get hung on the cross. You go through trial and tribulation. You have a Job cloud over your head. You feel wise. You feel like you in need for more and shit like that. So you have to be very careful. Now there's spirits out here that was here before you who deserve certain names. But once you get into that concept, it don't even take a name because you'll be dealing with them internally. And externally, they'll be coming to you in all kind of representations where you can see them through the positive situations that's happening through your life. You can see them through the people, places, and things in your life that can get you from point A to point B God's way. You see what I'm saying? Shout out the way. Real shit. So that's all I'm putting y'all on to right now. But getting into the motherfucking alignments. We got motherfucking Sun and Scorpio, Moon and Taurus. Need security on a deep end. So right now we need security on a deep level right now. You need a security system. You need to be around motherfuckers who fuck with you. I don't care if it's, a lot of y'all got family members who don't really fuck with y'all. The spirit that's inside that family member body or that coworker or that friend body is from a different soul group, a different spirit group. And they might be getting ideas from a spirit that was once your enemy. And their spiritual family with that spirit or group of spirits. And they're giving this spirit that's playing through your family or friend or coworker at the moment as a vessel and giving them all kind of ideas and thoughts on how to stop you from your goals, make you feel guilty from expanding, make you feel like you're stupid from doing what the fuck you want to do to actually manifest from point A to point B a lot faster and shit like that. And boom, that's when you know you sleeping with the fucking enemy. That's when you know that family member's the fucking enemy. That's when you know that coworker is the fucking enemy. That's when you know that friend ain't really your motherfucking friend. They're fucking wolf in sheep clothing. The sheep clothing is the friend. The wolf behind is a motherfucking spirit using that wolf mind that's a part of a whole different spiritual group. So you got to be motherfucking careful out here because a lot of times y'all be shaking hands with spiritual groups that's your fucking enemy. And that's how you know they your fucking enemy is every time you're around this motherfucker or get in cahoots with these motherfuckers, your dreams stop. Your goals stop. You end up doing something where the day passed and you forgot to do what the fuck you were supposed to do. And shit like that. And that's when you know you got entities that's in deities that's beyond you working against your monkey ass and you need to be clairvoyant enough to see that shit. See what I'm saying? And if you in a demonic world shaking enough hands with all these demons, you won't be able to see these motherfuckers because the jobs that you do don't even allow you to be in the spaces that these spirits that can help you out of shit be in. You too busy like, oh, this will lead me to here. Oh, this will lead me to safety. Oh, this will lead me to security. This will lead me to money. Oh, this will lead me to that. This will lead me into this and that and the third. And then for the most part, you get ready to meet the fucking devil in the flesh. And then when you die with that, even if you don't get killed with gunfire, you die with a whole bunch of guilt. A whole bunch of, oh, I hope I don't die because I got this house. I got this responsibility. I got these kids. I guess this, that, and the third. Right? All that shit, you get ready to meet the devil. That mind state, you get ready to meet the worst vision you ever wanted to see. You get ready to be in the worst state of being you was ever in. And then you going to remind, when the next life, when you be born, you about to be the most motherfucker that tell people to get the fuck out of situations as ever. You about to be the motherfucker that don't attach themselves to nothing. That's how I play out. And that lets you know a person is wise. That's how y'all see me. I ain't attached to shit. That let you know I've been here for eons. I'd have been in so much shit and experienced the most killings and getting killed and all this motherfucker shit. I don't want nothing to do with none of that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So in this lifetime right here, I detach from every mind state, every feeling, and my body go to that shit too. You know what I'm saying? And I act like I'm afraid of that shit because I experienced that shit already. You know what I'm saying? Now, naive, young souls and spirits, they just get involved right now because they don't know no better. So they just play out apples for wise spirits. Like, look, see, I told you so. You should have listened. See what I'm saying? And rest in peace to everybody out there that had failed. You will be reborn again. Now, let's check this out. We also got